how to incremental save in Maya. So we created a project already, and we have a file in here that we want to save. So what you normally do, you'll go in and then you choose File, Save Scene, and it will save the scene. And if it's the first time, it's going to ask you for a name of the file, and you can put that in. Now, how incremental save works, if you go to File, Save Scene, and go to the option box here, you have an option here to turn on incremental save. Now, if I click Save Scene, well, before I do that, actually, let me cancel. If I open the scene, you'll see right now that I'm in the project that I save, and this is where I save my file, and you have my box, and that's the only thing in there. I'll cancel. Now, if I go to File, Save Option Box, turn on incremental save, and then say Save Scene. Now, if I open this file, you'll see now that it saved the scene, but it also has a subfolder that's called Incremental Save, and it will basically save iterations of my files. So let me show you. So if I, let's say, create a new thing, so let's say duplicate, move that over here, duplicate, and let's say move that over here, and I click Control S to save, or press this button to save. Now, if I go to open, my box is, if I try to open that, save changes, I say no. Basically, it's what I just saved is the latest file, but my last save, if I go back and open and go back to incremental save, my box, you'll see that I have different versions here. If I clicked, let's say the version before, it goes back to my very first version. So basically what happens is the file name now becomes, if I go back and open the original file name here, that anytime you save, it always will save on this file for you, so you don't have to do any versions yourself, but all your last saves, like your backups, will go into incremental saves. So basically, this is good while you're working and you don't want to keep naming your files. You turn on incremental save, and you could do things, let's say, to create more, like a cylinder, for example, and I save. What's good about this is this prevents or helps if your file crash. If I save, I just did Control S to save, or you could press the save button here, or you could go File and then do Save Scene. As long as you do that, it would automatically make incremental saves when I open the file in this folder, and all your old versions will go in here. So if your file gets corrupted, the one you're currently working on, this right here, gets corrupted, you could always go back to your incremental save, go to open, and choose an older version. And you go back to an older version, or you could go back to your current one, which is, if they don't save, this is what I was currently working on. So it's really good to help recover in case you have corrupted files. Now, if you have limited hard drive space, what you could do under Save Scene, click this button over here. You could choose limited incremental saves, and you could choose how many you want. And you could also choose options such as press save and preserve names. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.